Hello Big P fans, it's the first show and the trucks are ready to go, or seemingly. We're going to do our normal prep. At least it's dry, eh Michael? Yes. So let's have a zoom in. So this is Gary with the minis. It's rained a lot over here, so I apologise for the wind. I can't do anything about that. I haven't got any fancy equipment to drown out all the vibrations and what the wind makes. So Gaz is over there getting towed in. This is what we have to do when things get a bit spongy. Our friends with Bulldog are over there. They're just trying to work out if they can get in. They're a lot lighter than Gary. So all we need to do now is we need to do our pre-show checks, which is the levels, the oil levels, the hydraulic gearbox oil level, water levels, fuels I think is just being done, and then somebody has to go and do the cleaning, which is usually always me. And then hopefully we'll be pretty much ready to go. Get to try out Reaper's new axle and hopefully cause some excellent damage. Then over there, behind Reaper, are our victims for the week. Oh, we've just come back from dinner, as the rest of the world calls it, but from Yorkshire we'll say gone for us tea. And it's evening, as you can see from the darkness, and I just thought I'd show you that this is how we like to spend an evening. It's been a long time since we've managed to do this, so this is how we manage to enjoy our evenings. Sat just looking at the two monsters. There's our little camping chairs, and we will just sit and talk for a bit before we all decide we're old and sore and go to bed. We are in the back of the van, and I thought it might be interesting for you to know, but what do we have for our safety equipment and fireproofs and whatnot. So let me show you what we wear. This is my carry bag. I've got a set of new race boots, and then in here are old race boots for those times that when the ground is really muddy and dirty and you don't want to ruin your new ones. Throw on your old ones. Michael's got new ones. There's these new ones and old ones, so he'll be putting them on in muddy shows and he's putting these new ones on. Thanks
to Clubman Rally for the boots, by the way. Chucky Bob in the village. Clubman Rally.
Thanks to Clubman Rally for ignoring me at the Auto Sports. So I went and bought my own gloves from somewhere else. Love you, Rob. So helmet in here as he tries to do this one-handed. I run with the Simpson just because I think it's cool, even though it's one of the heavier helmets out there, which isn't ideal when you're doing monster trucks. Got, as you can see, the GoPro on the mount on the face there, so I can do first person view shots. So if you've seen some of the earlier videos, yeah, that's a proper, yeah, FPV.
Is that a journo term?
No, it's not a journo term, it's a gaming term. Yeah, first person view it's called.
Wow.
And then in here we have, if I find me zip, is me Power Rangers costume. Let yourself go, Power Rangers, we say, don't we? So there's me race suit. There's 3 layers fireproofs. We only run normally aspirated petrols. We also have thermal undergarments. Michael's are up there. Yep. Mine are in the van. I need to go and get them. Michael wears a back support. I used to wear one, but I don't run one anymore.
Here's my thermal leggings, but the legs fell off.
So they're protecting his calves.
Yeah.
And then in here is our neck support, which we run with the Defender. It's an obsolete product now, but yeah, really good system. Has the ability, has a bit of float in there, so you can turn your helmet a bit, and this works as a normal neck brace or traditional, so it presses up against the helmet, so it actually lifts it off the shoulder a bit. So we run with them. Oh, and there's a head sock that I wear. I call it a head sock, balaclava, whatever. So yes, those are all our essentials for when we're doing the shows. Well, unfortunately, it seems Big Pete has suffered to the winter gremlins. We went to start the truck during the first show, and for some reason it wouldn't start. We're dabbing the start button, and eventually it comes back to life. And then he does one jump after we think everything's going to plan. Then this happened. Just lean over, Andy. That broke. These are obviously meant to be connected there, so that's the rear steer gone, so we've got no rear steer currently. So the team are now trying to work out the best way to lock off the steering so it's straight, so at least it can load up. So not a great start, but these things happen. Sometimes you get to go and have a steak for your tea, and sometimes you got to have muddy fingers and work into the night. So whilst it's been cable tied out the way, you can just see that there's been a crack that has been there a while, and then it's just had to let go on the first jump, which is a massive disappointment.
Why not on the last jump?
Why not on the last jump of the day? But anyway, these things are said to try us. It's not all fun and games. We managed to get it moved. We've got a band-aid of sorts, a couple of ratchet straps just pulling the axle straight. It's not going to do any work. All we need to worry about is getting it loaded. So it's a huge disappointment, especially if you're watching us from the show, that this isn't going to fulfill all its obligations, but we'll make up with it with Grim Reaper. Well, we're here. We've made it to the end of the day. It's been not ideal. We've had several things go wrong. He leaves a moment of silence and reflection. We've just had our food. We've got the barbecue box there. The team's just chilling out. We're actually at the end of a runway, so hopefully nothing comes and lands on our heads. Over there in the distance is the show, but because the ground's so soft, we've come over here to get loaded up. So we're spending the night over here, and they can be as noisy as you want over there. And there's the trucks. So a brief rundown of everything that's gone wrong. Oh dear, oh dear. So, Grim Reaper didn't quite make it through unscathed. See if I can zoom in. The brake line there, just at the tip of my finger, that snapped off somehow. We caught it somehow. So we lost front brakes. And then to make things doubly worse, the line perished up here. Well, that's a brake line. And that was squirting out brakes. So Grim Reaper had no brakes. So we had to be very careful loading it up. We obviously know about Big Pete, we've already covered it. So we've got it all strapped up. And we'll get it, see, strapped up there. The ram's still pinned up at the back here. Sun setting. We'll spend the night here and then hit the road and go back home. So until next time. We love you and goodbye. So, bit of bonus for you, just to show you the fleet. We've got Andy, because we're on an airfield, I can do this. We've got the van and caravan with Paul, and then steaming off with his 500 odd horsepower. And the monsters. There they go.